People keep messaging about wanting to know how to start their own business. And here's what it boils down to. You just have to start. There's roadmaps on starting business, but you're not going to find anything that's specifically tailored to you and your situation. There's not anything out there that says, hey, you live at this address, you collect this much money now, dump this into this part and this into that part, and then you're going to be successful. There's none of that shit. You just got to start and kind of fumble your way through it. See, it's trial and error. See what works, what doesn't. When I started in my living room. I barely had enough money to dump into my intellectual property, like my contracts and stuff, and my uniforms, all that stuff. I barely had the money to do that. I had no idea how I was going to pay rent. I had a 55-inch TV, a printer, and a shitty-ass little laptop, and that's what I did. And I worked all day, every day. I'd get up at 5 a.m. to make sure my crews were straight, and then I would sit on the job all day to make sure they were installing stuff properly for my customers, and then all night I would sell. And then when I get home and later in the evening, it would be production for the next day. Or I'd fill out my sheets so that I could keep everything accounted for and keep track of everything. I worked from sunup to sundown and past sundown almost every single day for at least 2 years. And that's what it was. Nobody worked for me. I had to do everything. And it sucked. But I ended up starting to make money. Then I started to hire employees, and then I started to make more money. And then I started to hire actual staff to run the job so that I didn't have to. And that's what it is. It's just baby steps, but it all starts with getting started. The only thing stopping you right now is you. You got to jump off that cliff. You got to stop being a scared little bitch and fucking do it, because nobody's going to do it except for you. Just start.